And now turning to South America, where Brazil is facing a significant political upheaval. Former President Jair Bolsonaro, along with 36 of his allies, stands accused of conspiring to retain power via a coup following the 2022 election. The allegations include disinformation campaigns, covert military plans, and even assassination plots targeting President Lula. With the nation closely watching, the Supreme Court's next steps will be pivotal. Here's the story with more.
Brazil is at a crossroads as its democracy faces a critical test. Former President Jair Bolsonaro and 36 of his closest allies have been formally accused of plotting to overturn the country's 2022 election results. The allegations, filed by federal police with the Supreme Court, signal a dramatic escalation in the two-year investigation into Bolsonaro's role in undermining the democratic process. The report accuses the former president and others of attempting a violent coup to stay in power. Evidence shows conspirators spread disinformation, pressured the military to intervene, and supported logistical efforts for a takeover. To get to the core of the matter, investigators used search warrants, wiretaps, and testimony to uncover these plans. And the alleged plot emerged during Bolsonaro's final months in office. Key documents, including a plan to block election results, were printed in the presidential palace. Riots in January 2023, just days after President Lula da Silva's inauguration, were linked to the scheme.
I believe it's a very serious matter that brings new elements that, until now, were not public knowledge about the involvement of army officials directly involved in the coup. An operation that had the date, it had the action plan made by people very close to the Bolsonaro government and was intended to be carried out 3 days after getting the president-elected credentials.
Among the accused are Bolsonaro's former ministers, national security advisor, and his vice president pick. This week, police arrested 5 suspects connected to a plot to assassinate President Lula before he took office.
If it is confirmed there was a plan for the assassination of an elected president, the elected vice president, and a Supreme Court minister, these criminals must be arrested within the rigor of the law.
Now, even though Bolsonaro denied all accusations, quoting his interview to local news website, he took to X and wrote, "We have to see what is in this indictment by the federal police. I will wait for the lawyer." Considering the severity of these charges, this indictment adds to Bolsonaro's growing legal troubles. He's already facing charges of tampering with COVID-19 records and embezzling Saudi jewelry. And with these cases looming, his political future hangs by a thread. Brazil now awaits the Prosecutor General's decision on whether to bring formal charges. The legal process could take years, but the implications are immediate. Bolsonaro remains a central figure in right-wing politics, and his party continues to wield significant influence in Congress. As Brazil grapples with these revelations, President Lula reflected on his survival.
I'm a person who has a lot of thanks because I'm alive. The attempt to poison myself and Altman didn't work and we are here. I'd like to say something important. You remember that when I was running in the elections, I said that one of my wishes was to bring Brazil back to normality, to democratic civility.
His words underscore the resilience of Brazil's democracy, now tested like never before. And this moment marks a turning point, whether justice is served or whether Brazil upholds democratic values. The world watches as the nation seeks to confront its past and safeguard its democracy for generations to come.